All right, guys, what's going on? It's Kevin with Freedom Coins here, and as you can see, we have 3 boxes, and finally, I didn't open them from the bank. So usually I get too excited, and I open these in the truck on my way home, but today I decided not to. So we are going to open all 3 of these boxes together and check for some enders. Now, I did grab my scale here, so we will weigh some rolls, but in the meantime, we're going to get into these boxes, open them up, and check for some enders. So let's start with box number 1 right here. This worked out a lot better in my head. All right, nothing on this side. So let's try this box over here. We're gonna hunt all 3 of these today, guys. We're gonna hunt all 3 of them. We're gonna weigh some rolls, just kind of trying to find some silver, really. Nothing promising in that one. So we'll open up our 3rd one right here. Come on. All right. Last and final. And it doesn't look like silver in that one. So I'm going to turn all these around. And if I do see no silver ender, I will let you know about it. But if not, we're just going to get the edges torn off, move 2 boxes aside, and just start hunting one of them. Okay, guys, I'm a little bit before halfway in my first box here, and it looks like we're going to have silver. Now, since we have silver and we still have all the paper on it, let's grab our scale and just see what it weighs. Because like we said, we're shooting for that 226 mark. And see, just like that, 225.66. Now, we've had rolls that have had clad that have weighed less than that. Let's see what this next one weighs. 225.2. I was going to see if we could find one comparable and open it just to see if anything we can kind of compare with the weights. But it's looking like 225. Okay, right there. 225.65. And this one that we know has silver is 225.6. So before we move on, let's make sure this is silver, though. Let's make sure that way, because if it's clad, then we don't really, oh, it sounds silver. There we go. All right, 1967. This one's pretty beat up, but it's a silver, and it weighed 225.65 or so. So we'll set that right there. And then let's take this roll that weighed basically the same. Now, I might have to put the camera down because I don't think I can get this all with one hand here. All right, let me grab this open and I'll bring you guys back in. After a short pause there, all right, we still have that same roll. So it weighs about the same, if not a hair heavier than the last one. And we're gonna go ahead and check this, and no silver. No silver. So that goes to show you guys, kind of to play off my video from yesterday, we have silver in a roll that weighed the same as this one that has all clad. So if you go with just measuring the weight of your rolls, we would have missed this. We would have said, hey, that's not 226, let's move on. But since we're opening all of them, we found it. And just like this roll, that weighed the same and it didn't have silver. So that kind of says on the lower numbers, it's tougher to see, but on the higher numbers, that's when you can guarantee silver. Well, I bring you guys in for the next roll because this one's pretty crazy. I've seen whole coins, but somebody got a little aggressive with this one. And just to show you kind of how cool this is, if we weigh this one, it's only 213. So that's 12 grams basically down. And let's see if we're missing a coin or kind of, okay, well that doesn't help us. Nothing looks silver there. Nothing looks silver inside of here. I'm going to add these up and see if this was a short roll and kind of, let's just figure out what the heck's going on with this one. Well, someone got a little excited with the drill press, but anyway, we're going to count those, make sure there's 20. If there's 20, we'll move on and just say maybe the holes in this one were what weighed differently. With 5 rolls left, we are going to find our first NIFC. Not a bad one at that either. A 2015 out of Denver. Not too bad looking a coin. That's actually our first NIFC of the box, which is pretty surprising. We've been doing pretty hot with NIFCs, especially 2020s lately. But I'm going to get through these next 5 rolls here, and we still have 2 more boxes to go. And I did find one that weighed a little heavy. Right here, I wrote it down. This one was an actual 226. So we can take a look at that one together and see if that weight confirms silver. Okay, so I'm on the 7th roll of this box, and like I said, this is the one that weighed 226. So if everything is right, this should have silver. Should. But we don't know. And just like that, check that out. Man, I would say that's a 90. Doesn't weigh too heavy, but that looks like a 90%er to me. And it is. It's a 1964 Kennedy. So we were kind of busted on this first one about being under. But like I said, if you guys can find a 226 or above, chances are it's going to have silver. I did not expect it to be a 90 with, only being 226. But hey, we will take a 90% 64 Kennedy all day long. A little over that halfway mark here. And we're going back to the scale. I know how we always say look for anything above 226 because it should mean silver. Well, we can't get our hopes up with 236. That, chances are, is an extra coin in here because there's no way that that thing would be full of silver without an ender. So we'll put the scale cover here and just put a normal roll next to it. Then that one. So it looks like, here, we'll set it up this way even. So it looks like, as you can tell, put it here in the corner. As you can tell there's going to be an extra coin in here. I wish it was this heavy because it was full of 90%ers. But chances are, as we can just see by that height difference, there's just an extra coin in here. So let's open it up. Yeah, no silver there. No silver on that side. And no silver over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. So we have 21 coins there. So we just made an extra 50 cents on this box on top of our 90%er. This box is paying us back. We're about 2 rolls later, and check that edge out. That's going to be a proof. I wish I would have thrown that one on the scale. That way we could see what proofs weigh in at, but look at this one. Not in bad shape. Got some toning there on the bottoms, but you can see a little bit of the bag marks on there. But for a 74, that is not too bad. Look at that. The Eagles kind of got some gold toning to it. See if I can zoom in on that. Looks pretty sweet. But hey, we just filled the board today, guys, with a 40%er, a 90%er, and now our first proof of the box. Okay, everyone, that's going to conclude our 4-box hunt for today. We ended up finding only one. Whoop, almost dropped my phone. Only one NIFC. Then we did find our super nice 1974 proof. Pretty good coin. Then we found our 67 40%er. And the pride and joy of the 3-box hunt today was this 1964 Kennedy. Has a D mint mark on the back. So, all in all, it was pretty good. We got some more weights in there for you guys as far as lighter rolls, heavier rolls, and things like that. We'll continue to do that just to give you guys kind of a better idea of what rolls mean, whether they're silver proofs, 90s, 40s, anything like that. We'll kind of keep doing it. Just use the old handy dandy scale here. We'll just keep doing that from now on. I'm not going to use this as a means to measure coins all the time, but it's something fun. So right before we close this out, here's kind of an example. This is a 90%er, 12.35. Then a 40%er, we're at 11.54. And then just a normal clad one, we have 11.14. So there's kind of the weights for you. So 11.14, then a 40%er, 11.54, and then a 90%er is 12.33. So things like that. That's why we always shoot for the heavier roll, the better, obviously. But that's exactly why, kind of basing it off of clad, 40, and 90. Guys, I'm going to pack all these coins up. I'm headed straight to the bank. I'm going to get 4 more boxes. We're going to hunt them. We're going to weigh some of them. And let's just try and find some silver. We got to get to our January silver goal.